Hello everyone, how you all doing? Hope you're having a great day so far. Welcome to the Demoscene report of the 26th of March 2025. We took a couple of weeks off in March, but now we're back for another report summarizing all of the latest news and releases from the active Demoscene. We have a ton of news to share with you. We'll also take a look at the releases from the small Atari Buxton Bytes event in the United Kingdom that saw the release of a ton of new crack intros for its Fantasy Crack Show showcase, and also Forever demo party in Slovakia that had its 23rd edition with a bunch of new productions for different 8-bit platforms. We'll also take a look at those. As always, I will link everything that I talk about on the description below so you can check things at your own leisure. So for now, just grab yourselves a drink, sit back, relax, let's talk some Demoscene. And starting off with IMIB01, a PC NC disc mag about food that took around 28 years to complete. If you like NC art about food and cooking, you're going to love this one. Check it out. Then for the Commodore 64, we had a release that came out early this month, was the 50 coins by Pretzel Logic with some little Batsky animations about video game arcades, serving as a happy birthday demo as well. And if you're organizing demo parties in Finland, you might find this very relevant. A few Demosceners have created Compocrew, a non-profit association that helps other Finnish demo party organizers to organize events and apply for funding. Check out more information at their website. Sadly, only supporting Finnish demo parties for now. Wish I could get some of that support for Inertia here in Portugal as well. In Austria, there was another edition of the Vintage Computer Carinthia meetup with a few Commodore 64 releases there, including Sky Jumper Full of Energy, the full story. Then Erica Radio released another edition of Flashback, tracks from the past, where they play some nice Demoscene music and talk about them. And more relevant for high-end computer graphics developer, there was the release of this video on YouTube about algorithms for doing thick outlines on models and how to optimize them for real-time performance using this technique called jump flooding. There was also a new demo release for the Amiga Vampire, which is an Amiga accelerator, now also sold as a standalone machine, as far as I know. I heard some Amiga Demoscene purists don't really like the Vampire that much, but all platforms have the right to children, in my humble opinion, so it's nice to see someone making a demo about it, even if it's a rather crude, simple demo. It's also open source, so if you're curious on exploring the Vampire further, this might be a very good starting point. Still about the Amiga Vampire, Hitchhiker from Neural just released ptvpack modules packer targeting the Vampire cards and SA according to the info file. SA probably refers to the standalone version or the standard Amiga, one of those. Then there were a few calls for submissions which you might want to take a look at. The first is an open call for Algorithmic Pattern Conference in Sheffield. The website reads that it's a festival and conference for people who are curious about the practice and culture of algorithmic pattern making. You can also participate online if you can't make it to Sheffield. Another interesting call that just opened is for the real-time live event at Siggraph 2025. It's organized by IQ, famous Demoscener. If you got anything running in real time that you might want to show off and talk about for a few minutes and get a free pass for Siggraph if it gets accepted, why not read this up and submit something? There is always a lot of talk on how separated the Demoscene ends up being from the academic side of computer graphics. Well, here is an excellent opportunity to bridge that gap. So if you're planning on visiting Siggraph already, please consider taking part on this with some of your demo making endeavors. In unrelated news, I found this online article recently published by Carl Svensson. You might know him as Grip of History in the Demoscene. It's about copyright and the Demoscene, detailing his views on the history of copyright infringement in the Demoscene, from the early cracking scene relation to copying and referencing images on graphics art later on. And talking about cracking, Buxton Bytes, a small Atari meetup in the United Kingdom, held a Fantasy Crack Show showcase a couple of weeks ago and ended up screening a staggering 47 releases submitted. Actually, some of them were released after the event. They didn't end up getting screened at all, but still very cool. You can read a very in-depth report at this website here, and also it has an emulator embedded so you can run the crack shows right on the browser. Well, most of them them run on the browser. So let's take a quick look at the 40-something releases that came out at Buxton Bytes for the Fantasy Crack Throw challenge that they had. We accidentally popped your bubble by SMFX, making a bit of a tongue-in-cheek reference to the old school Meteoriks nominees discussion that happened 1 or 2 weeks before this was released. Then we had Voyage by Glocky of MJJ Productions with a cover of Voyage. VMAX Crack Throw 2025 by the Mega Busters, very nice line algorithm there, and very stylish graphics and colors as well. The Butt Intro by Pompeii Butt Pirates, a bit of a joke production there. Then we had Super Plumber Bros Crack by Deluxe Cracks, making reference to all things crack. Somebody Has Owned Someone by Spice Boys. This one has a particular interesting story behind it. Joke production thrown together. Cracking, another crack intro that was also released on this competition, and you'll see it later on. They just changed the logo, they changed the colors a little bit, and they changed the text on the scroll text. It was pretty much the same intro, but yeah, nice little reference to cracking a crack. Then Scroll Crack Show by Checkpoint and the East Cracking Group, with some old school 3D bobs there. Salty Soft by Vlad. Replicants HC Crack Show by the Mega Busters, also with a very old school vibe. Very clean Emeralds Crack Show as well for Replicants. Very cool colors there and layout. Then we have Pymotries by the New Generation Crew with some animation effects there in the middle, and they changed the palettes, and they also have text mode on it. Pong Crack by Overlanders, also extremely stylish here with a very good line drawing and very good pixel art as well. Piss Flap Crack Throws making fun of Razor 1911. Objective Europe Crack Throw by Blade Ruiners, also a very old school looking crack throw. Neon Zest by Dead Hacker Society. So ZEST, Zest, is a FPGA emulator for the Atari ST that's being developed, and apparently the developers like Neon Cat a lot, so Dead Hacker Society decided to make a crack throw about it and send it to them so they can showcase the emulator with this crack throw now. Morish by Red Light, interesting effect on the bottom there with this pseudo ray traced plane. Microsoft Skype Crack Show, nice that we finally have Microsoft Skype available on the Atari. Maximizer FM also got a new release at Buxton Bytes, and they also made a crack intro about it. More in joke than actual crack itself, but nice to see some references to that as well. Meftef and the Book of the Dead Crack Show by the Replicants, not to be confused with the Replicants. Legends by Modula is actually more of a slideshow demo talking about the history of Atari and the importance that the Atari had on a lot of young teenagers from back then. Lack of Energy Utilities, disc 15A by Low Energy, very standard looking Atari crack show. There were a lot of them with these lines with different colors on top and bottom. It was a very standard look for Atari crack shows and also Amiga crack shows. IRC Sim U Crack Throw by TVN Crew, also very old school looking. Gwen's Buxton Bytes Breakfast Menu, a reference to Gwen cooking breakfast at the party place and the different options that you had for selecting the breakfast. Grand Theft Auto 6, the big hit of 2025, is going to be coming to Atari soon. They have a 0-day crack throw here available for you. Generic BMP 1.0 crack throw with this old school palette colors as well. Fucking Stu Neighbors by Donald Trump Cracking Crew, a bit of a reference to some US politics. Photomation by BB Kunst, also very standard looking crack intro. Fantasy Crack Throw by Gnomes Group, making sure you use all the colors available on the Atari. Fake Orgasm Compact Disc 32 by Checkpoint and East Cracking Group, also a very stylish looking intro. And a crack throw by Effect that Rob Hubbard clearly approves of. A crack throw by Hemorrhoids as well, very stylish looking, very good graphics there by Panda Fox. Dynamite Ducks crack throw by Mr. Digital Piraten. Dynamite Ducks was actually a game on the Atari and Amiga, so this might actually be a legit crack throw for a legit game. Not sure about that. Donut 2025, this is the intro that I was talking about that was cracked by Spice Boys. Very stylish looking, very good logo, and doing some flat shade 3D here as well. Deets by 1337 Gathering People, a very ugly looking one. Cyberpunk 2077 was another hit game that made his way to the Atari, according to Aikaikoshi. Very stylish crack intro as well. Crack Show by Paradise, a more standard crack intro here. Cracking On by Adam Gilmore, Exocet, and Tom. Very stylish graphics and animation there. Really loved this one in particular. Probably one of the highlights of the party for me. A Crack Casti by The Flying Penguins, also very nice pixel art there. Cortin Intro 2 by Cortin, a very old school looking one. Buxton Bytes Crack Throw by Debug. Beverly Hills Cop, Can Never Have Enough, Axel F. Automation Forever. Automation is known as the group that has cracked the most number of crack intros in the Atari scene. So, and this logo in particular has been reused in quite a few of them. So, yeah, nice that they participated in this showcase for fantasy crack throw intros as well. Athanar 2 Crack Throw by The Three Skulls, also very old school looking crack intro. AtariScene.org by 505 and Dead Hackers Society, a little homage to Atari Scene. Ella Golf Crack Throw by Aikaikoshi, I guess also referring to United States politics. First Word Tutorial Crack Throw. I have no clue what this is. I guess it's a joke of some sort. They are cracking Word for the Atari. It doesn't actually run on the emulator, so I really don't know what this is, but I guess it's funny. 10th Frame Crack Show by Diamond Boys, also a funny little one. This one was made in BASIC, which is pretty interesting as well, because you're not supposed to do crack shows in BASIC, at least not in my book. Anyways, those were all of the 42 or 47 releases that came out same weekend as Buxton Bytes. We had the 23rd edition of Forever demo party taking place in Slovakia with a bunch of competitions for the Commodore 64, the ZX Spectrum, the Atari, and a few other 8-bit platforms as well. Let's take a look at the releases from these categories. Starting off with the Atari 8-bit 1KB intro, Hey Kids, What's for Dinner by Mark S. It's a reference to the Severance Netflix TV series that has been season 2 released recently. Then Dino Story by Baki winning the competition for this category. Atari 8-bit demo only had a single entry, was pretty much a video streaming entry or recreating the Final Fantasy VI scene of the mechs walking through the snow, which I really like Final Fantasy VI, and I remember this scene very well. So yeah. Atari 8-bit graphics, only 2 entries here, Babel Survived and Amika the Tiger by Gaspar of Desire. Then we had Atari 8-bit music, Poison getting second place, and the winner was Willy Returns by X Agon. Moving on to the Commodore 64, a very nice little intro that you have to look like this to be able to read it fully. Euroscroll by Loki of Syndicate with some raster split trickery there. And the Commodore 64 demo only had 4 entries, Petrasic getting 4th place. In 3rd place, Dinosaurs Attack by Dream. 2nd place, I See More Colors on Acid by Summer Productions with this very big cube effects there. And the winner was Metal Burst by Padua with this multi-scene, a nice little demo there. Commodore 64 graphics also had very high quality entries. Some Petsky artwork here by Visak of Cult. In 6th place, TARDIS by JOBJ, I guess a reference to Doctor Who. In 5th place, Jurassic Party by Aki, making reference to the theme of the party this year. Rexy by Meat and Rice by Kiowa, getting 4th place. In 3rd place, Calva Non Low by Almighty God, very nice skull there. In 2nd place, Ankylosaurus by Sad of Padua, and winner Fantasy Art 1 by Sulavi of Extent and Virtual Dreams. A very good fantasy battle scene there, very well done. Congratulations to Vili on winning this competition. As for the music competition, Sad got 3rd place, Unlimited Lives for Everyone by X Agon in 2nd, and the winner was Petsky Song by Shogun of Elysium and Multistyle Labs. Other 8-bit graphics only had a single entry for the PMD 85. Sunset by Lenka won this one. Other 8-bit music was won by Xagon with a track music for the Sam Coupe called Turtle Race. Then they had the so-called real-time competition, which is pretty much a fast demo. You have like 48 hours or 24 hours to do a demo based on a specific theme. In this case, the theme was Deadly Meteor. In 10th place, we had this graphics entry for the Commodore 64 by Noctis. In 9th place, also some graphics entry by Set of Padua for the Commodore 64 as well. Then a couple of entries that are not available. This one was actually a performance that was made live. I'm not sure if the video capture is available eventually. 6th place, Deadly Meteor 33% by Creamed. In 5th place, Oh Fuck by JOBJ of Little Fluffy Group. In 4th place, Anagram Stories by What Now for the Commodore 64 as well. Then in top 3, we had all of them ZX Spectrum entries. No More Dinos by Martin 1 with this nice little animation demo there. 2nd place, The Last Jurassic Party by CVM of Zero Team. Just a static image, but very good attention to detail there on the pixeling. So congratulations, CVM. And the winner was Deadly Meteor Kills a Dinosaur by Gasman of Hoiprogram and Little Fluffy Group, telling a little bit of a story there of a meteor coming to kill a dinosaur. The wild competition includes all of the things that don't fit on other categories. Usually it's videos of things. There might be a few other Demoscene things related in the middle there. 10th place, a photo of the Jurassic coffee machine. In 9th place, a Crutales by Poison, a little video there. 8th place, another video reusing some footage from the Vikings. In 7th place, the Great Gianna Sisters by Poison, another video entry. C'est la vie by Meteoriks in 6th place. Tale of Ancient Land by The New Generation. This one was actually a video game, text adventure done for the ZX CPM. In 4th place, 8-Bit Love by LCD, another video, a bit of a song, probably with AI-generated vocals and music, if I'm not mistaken, but being nostalgic about the ZX Spectrum. In 3rd place, a video showcasing some tools that Gaspar of Desire has been developing. The first, how to create some graphics for the Tony Montezuma game that they've been developing, a cross-platform game, and also a conversion tool to convert high-color images for the Atari palette that they also been developing. In 2nd place, Star Dance by Bostiano PG and Techatom, a game for the Atari. And then the winner was a video called Untitled Sabotage by the Vandemar, with some footage from Saboteur for the ZX Spectrum, but then filled with a lot of other references to other ZX Spectrum games and things. So a bit of a funny little video there. Then we had the ZX Spectrum categories. The 1 kilobyte intro had this little animation by CSP called Stramek. Then in 3rd place, 8th Evolution, the 3rd version of 8th Evolution, Rise of the Medias by Buzisoft and Syndicate, drawing different kind of storage medias. In 2nd place, Media by UB880D, doing some line drawing, doing this tape being called Sonisaros by some SD cards. And the winner was the Cordic Demo 1K by Buzisoft and Norostov, reusing some of the code that they did for some Love Byte intros before. ZX Spectrum Demo had 3 entries overall. In 3rd place, Night Retrowave Drive by Little Fluffy Group, with this very synthwave feeling to it. In 2nd place, Disco Fans by Packsoft, and the winner was Hote Gabako by Nobi and TDM, mostly using some animations, but a very well done demo anyways. So congratulations Nobi and TDM for winning the ZX Spectrum demo competition at Forever. There was also a ZX Spectrum graphics competition with a few entries. A very cool Ayrton Senna redrawing image by Hadiak. Dobrodruzi by Yaroslava of the R, getting 7th place. Then Coca by Hadiak with a reference to the Rubik's Cube. Subway Incident by Hepterida. Dead Drunk by Doc, Market Day also by Doc, Let's Rock the Party by CVM with a little reference to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Rex by Yaroslava of DR winning the competition with this dinosaur eating a computer. And the last competition was the ZX Spectrum Music Competition that was won by Aki of Little Fluffy Group with New Era. We have a few more items to talk before we round up the report for this week. First, a survey conducted with 13 demo parties summarizing how they stand in terms of AI being used in graphics competition. Not much surprises here. Some events ban the use, others allow it as long as the tools and resources are properly credited. Reminder to always read the rules when planning to participate on a competition or showcase in the Demoscene. Then a bunch of new YouTube videos about the demo scene. First, a podcast in Dutch about the cracking scene and the demo scene with this title that I can't really pronounce because it's in Dutch. Then Bacchus did a new video at FairLight TV talking about the common VIC tricks that you learn in the demo scene coding for the Commodore 64. Then Ronnie did a live stream on how to get creatively unstuck. Very lengthy video, but pretty interesting to watch. Trickster put out a very interesting video as well on the history of the Mindscape Music Board, one of the earliest IBM PC sound cards. Even did some interviews with some of the creators, so a very interesting video for you to check out. Some good in-depth research by Trickster there. I did this book review on Jesper Juul's Too Much Fun, The 5 Lives of the Commodore 64, which is full of references to the Commodore 64 demo scene, and I highly recommend you to have a read. And I also released the Meteoriks 2025 Should Have, Could Have video, giving some personal insights on what I thought of the Meteoriks nominees of this year, and also listing some productions that didn't quite get the nominee highlights that I was hoping. And that's it for this week's report. Next week we'll take a look at productions from Fionia Data that just came out but are not completely available yet. Quick look at the upcoming list of events. It's still a slow season in the demo scene calendar. There is a Spec EPL that's going to happen in the 5th of April, but other than that, everyone is hard at work preparing for revision, the biggest demo scene event of the year, as you probably know, gathering over 1,000 demo sceners every year, and I do hope to see you there. Hope you found some interesting things in this report. If you did, please consider sharing the link of this video with a friend. Don't forget to like, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. And patreon.com/psenough if you are feeling particularly generous with your wallet. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a great day. Now go finish that revision entry of yours. I want to see it on the big screen at the party place. Take care.